You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity in this
We are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Did I ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD?
The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie over the table.
Yes, but that's irrelevant.
I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here.
It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere?
No,
There's potato
vampires.
vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 212. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
Yes, that's right. It's been a week. It's been a heck of a dang getting together for this.
Has it? Yes.
Adam also had some last minute jingle jangs going on.
It's so terrible.
This may be a short episode because we got a late start. Because Adam, what happened precisely?
So
A comedy of errors. It sounded like.
kind of, yeah, pretty much. I do the podcast in my bedroom,
Yes.
and
Adam's boudoir is the other name for this.
Oh God. No.
That's the episode title.
But in my bedroom, my light source is a fan.
Yep.
That
Ceiling fan.
Yeah, ceiling fan that the light on it, the chain for the light is stuck. So today while I was at work, somehow my boyfriend Isaiah tugged the wrong one. So he tugged the light one, and for some reason it actually switched. It switched off because we had it on. It was working fine.
Yeah.
The fan and the lights were on at the same time. That was cool, but you couldn't have the fan on with the lights off.
Yep.
Now, the fan works and the lights off, and I tried to switch it back because he couldn't tug it because it got stuck again.
Yeah.
He got one tug out of it, and then I tried to tug it.
Adam, I know your bedroom is a personal space.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to hear about all this tugging. You can leave that at your own time. No, I personally witnessed your lighting fixtures in your
Yes.
place of living, and they're old and
Yeah, they really are.
not perfect. So it just broke basically. It all fell apart.
Yeah, I tried it to tug it a little bit harder.
God
And
damn.
it snapped, and it snapped
Oh,
right
shit.
at the very top.
when you're tugging and it snaps.
Oh, you know the trouble.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's real
oh,
bad.
So it's just like it's like one of those little bank like pen chains, right?
Not even like I can't. There's no chain.
No, that's what I
like-
meant. Is that it was, and then
Yeah.
it's basically just broken off inside the
Yes.
top part.
Yes, it has.
Boy, so you're gonna have to like dismantle it to be able to fix it.
I'm probably gonna have to call the landlord.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I know.
It's terrible.
'Cause then you got to clean.
Uh-huh.
I know. There's someone viewing our apartment today or tomorrow, and so I had to spend the entire weekend cleaning.
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't really matter. I guess I just don't want to because have you did apartment viewings and like looked at
Oh
apartments?
yeah. Totally.
And then you like go into one and it's like really bad.
Yeah.
That happened once. Oh man, when I was looking at apartments right out of college, I went into like in a place and there were like just people passed out on the floor. When I was doing an apartment viewing, it's like they scheduled this ahead of time, guys.
Yeah.
Like you knew people were going to be here at like 10 in the morning. On like a Saturday or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And there's like someone sleeping on a bed on the floor. And I was like, all right, this seems legit.
Yep.
Yeah, so, no, I don't want it to look like that here. So I did a good clean. And then there'll be a little bit more before I go to bed.
Yeah.
Just got to polish off the countertops, give them a final wipe down, and we'll be done. Yeah, because I don't know. I want to look nice. Even though I'm never going to meet these strangers, I don't want to be secretly judged. Because I know, and you know, when you go to a place like that, you secretly judge the people that live there based on the way it's set up.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm actually doing the podcast in the dark right now.
After dark.
Exactly. It is. It's after dark.
So I will 100% fall asleep.
I know, that's what I'm a little worried because
It's okay.
it's been a long day, and
Yeah, you work today.
I worked today.
It is a weekend day, but Adam works on it.
Exactly. And also, we went to a cookout at my sister's after work,
Oh, good.
where I raced my nephew Keegan across a large field several times, which for me is more activity than I normally get around to. So, yeah, it's been a long day, and then
Oh, that's good.
light troubles, and then also you had to like even update my computer too before we could podcast. Just a long
Yeah.
series of things.
All right. I got to talk about Computergate 2016 update.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know how I've been like warning everyone like, hey, just so you know, the computer might crash in the middle of this podcast, so if there's a break, that's why.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen anymore. That's not a possibility. You know, and not for a good reason. On the top of my desk, I have a Power Color R9 280X video card that just does not work at all now.
Oh.
It's just the video card. And Adam,
man.
I bet you can guess what I've got in my computer right now as a video card.
970 NVIDIA
Nope.
970. No?
It's the same one that you and I bought back in 2009.
Oh, it's. Oh no.
Yeah, well, I needed something.
40. Is it the 4850?
Yes, it is. Radeon HD 4850.
Man.
The best graphics 2008 had to offer.
Yeah.
So this is an 8-year-old graphics card, but it
Oh.
hums like a kitten.
That's great.
It hums like a kitten. And I love it. Downside, I was going to play the Rainbow Six Siege free weekend.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of wanted to try that game. It looked kind of fun. Like I like shooters. I got way into Counter-Strike Go, so I'm like, all right, I got a shooter. You got destructible environments, online, like leveling up. That seems pretty fun. And yeah, so my computer just basically would crash, and the screen would go all wonky after like 5 or 10 minutes after rebooting, and I was like, well, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna swap the video card, and if this one's stable for a while, and it has been absolutely stable all weekend, so yeah, I think it's literally was just that video card. It's a piece of shit. So I'm just gonna buy a 970, probably drop 300, but then I'll be VR ready actually, because the CPU that I bought actually is fast enough.
Awesome.
3820 i7. It's actually, I think, probably like maybe the 10th fastest CPU that Intel has ever made. So
Awesome.
it's kind of up there. Yeah, so I could do it. Not that I'm going to drop 800 for a Vive.
Right.
But I could. But anyway, I might as well. I mean, like 970 is like $300. I could get a 380, which is equivalent to my 280X in power, if not a little bit faster, for 200. So I'll just drop the extra 100 to get a boost anyway. I mean, why not? If I'm spending all that money, I might as well get a nice, like, future-proofed, quote-unquote card that. So yeah,
5 years.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, yeah, like this 280X. Although I had a 7970 before this, but like the equivalent in power to the one that I had, I got in 2013. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
you know, it still would play games at full ultra. Maybe not The Witcher 3, but like most games at like ultra or super high graphics settings without any problem. So
Yeah.
I mean, like it would last a long time. So that's what I'm looking for with the 970. Although the problem is it's not a huge jump over what I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I kind of wish I could wait until the new graphics cards come out, which could be July, could be later. They've been really mum, both graphics companies. So supposedly they got new cards coming out, but who fucking knows when. So Adam, you know what I had to do all weekend?
What?
Well, I wanted to play games on my computer to just make sure I would have it under load, to make sure, because what was happening is I would play like a game, and then like 10 minutes after I exited the game, the computer would just crash.
Yeah.
You know, which I assumed was the video card heating up and the components being shitty and the board shaping wrong or something or whatever, and then after you finish the game, it would cool down and it would cause a short and it would disconnect, you know, and the computer would have to restart. It was probably what was happening. So I wanted to test it. So I was like, I can't play new games on this 8-year-old video card.
Yeah.
So I played Pillars of Eternity a bit, so I was like, I can play that. I played some Counter-Strike Go. That works just fine. And I was messing around with my Blizzard launcher, Battle.net launcher, got Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, Here's the Storm. I wanted to play Overwatch. They had a beta this weekend, but I did not get in. So Blizzard, come on. I'm one of your most addict customers who keeps coming back because I resubscribed to World of Warcraft.
Oh, John.
Adam, it's so easy. You just hit the button with the clock on it, and it takes you to the Battle.net website, and you just I already had my credit card in there.
Of course it
I
did.
just went, "Badoop," and $15 later, I'm in. Because Legion is coming out in September.
That's a long time.
Well, Adam, I needed to play a game this weekend, and I like RPGs, and I like World of Warcraft, and there's a lot of new stuff to do. Adam, you can build ships now. You can build a little shipyard. I was actually extremely excited about building ships. So you can build, like, ships to do naval battles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. But I don't know. The nice thing about World of Warcraft is you can come back, and if I'm tired, I'll just unsubscribe, and it's really easy. I don't know. They make it real easy to just throw 15 in and get back on it.
Yeah.
I'm on the horse, Adam.
I'm
I'm feeling great.
Man, I don't know, dude.
You just can't get into it like I can.
I kept coming back for a long time, like every other expansion. But I don't know. I get diminishing returns. It's every time.
No, that's the way it is for me too. I've already actually got the regret right now.
Yeah, it's already set in.
Well, I logged in my guild that I was in, the one that we were
Yeah.
in. There's like no one in it
Yeah.
anymore. It's diminished a lot. This expansion kind of broke people. Well, the expansion kind of sucked. I'm gonna be honest. I really like so I'm talking about Warlords of Draenor expansion that came out. The Adam and I visited Adam.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot. I traveled down with my computer, which started Computergate 2015, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it was 2014 when Draenor came out, like November or whatever. And then when I brought my computer back a couple weeks later, it started doing the bullshit. And so I have a feeling that maybe traveling with that computer all the way down may have jumbled something loose in it. But
yeah, probably.
maybe. I mean, the problem that it was the video card I had was so heavy that it was hanging off the PCI slot, and it kind of bent it and broke it, which broke the motherboard and the card. So I have a feeling all that carting it around probably was what made it bad.
Yeah,
but,
hitting some bumps on the road. And
yeah, so
heavy.
Yeah, I'm actually
bounces and,
looking at buying a card based on the weight of the card itself. So I spent like the entire weekend researching graphics card manufacturers because I want a good one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get screwed. Do you know the graphics card manufacturer XFX, right? They make
Yes.
Radeon products.
Yes.
Well reviewed mostly. Did you know that if you go to Best Buy, and Eric almost did this, but then he found my brother, who wants to upgrade his video card as well on his machine. I was talking to him over the internet, and I was like, did you know if you go to Best Buy and buy an XFX graphics card, you get a lifetime warranty?
Dang.
Only through Best Buy. And he was like, shit, all right, that's it. Because they had a R9 390, which is a step up above the 970, just a little half step above in power-wise. And it was $350. And I was like, damn, man, fucking lifetime warranty, slightly more powerful than the 970. That's a fucking good deal. And then, this is so boring what I'm talking about right now. Computer talk. Because, like, so then I called him because I looked it up and I was like, oh shit. Apparently, for an R9 390, you need a 750 watt power supply minimum.
Whoa.
And I was like, what?
That's
Single
a
card?
hog. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the XFX card, I guess, because it has like fucking stupid powerful fans on it. So he could have gotten it, but that was the only one they had at Best Buy, and the only reason he went to Best Buy was to get the lifetime warranty. So he was like, well, if my computer can't run this, I have a 1,000 watts in mine.
Yeah. I think mine is a 750.
750 is pretty standard for like gaming builds.
Yeah.
Because most graphics cards, like the 970 or most of the other ones, need 550 minimum,
Yeah.
which like most systems have.
Yeah.
I just got 1,000 when I got mine because I think I got a free upgrade or something like that, and I was just like, you can't go wrong with 1,000. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you always want to have as much power as you can in your computer. And usually they're prohibitively more expensive, but this was a pretty good deal, so I was like, go for it. So I could run it, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. I am just going to the 970. There's a one I had my eye on, an MSI card. With the Twin Frozer 5 cooling, spelled FROZR.
Nice.
So dumb. These video cards. Sponsored by one of my Counter-Strike Go fantasy league teams. Fnatic, the team out of the Netherlands, I believe. But their logo's on the box. They're like, shit. This is the card for me. But I'm partially choosing it because it's the lightest card. Because I do worry about this slot holding too much weight. So yeah, that's it. But I mean, it's a good card. It's a good brand, MSI supposedly. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably have an upgrade in a week or two then, as long as this computer lasts without crashing. So that's why I got WoW. I just wanted to play it like an RPG. And I like WoW's mechanics.
Pillars of Eternity, or
I know, but like something about WoW's mechanics I just like.
yeah,
You know, and then and you know what WoW's great for? I have my tablet on my desk, and I was watching Frasier and playing World of Warcraft. Two things at once, my friend.
yeah.
Yep. I got to see what good old Frasier Crane, Daphne, that other guy, David Hyde Pierce.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is his name on that show? Anyway, I watched a lot of Frasier in the past, and I just started getting back in, so gotta get back in it. Nigel, no, something like that. Fuck,
Nigel sounds right.
it's not Nigel. Oh my god, Frasier cast. I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Niles.
Niles. Yeah.
I was so close.
Yeah, you were.
Anyway, so yeah, just seeing what they're up to, having a good time. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to play a game, and I knew that this could run it, and I installed Guild Wars 2 as well.
Great.
But because I'm just craving some sort of online RPG right now,
Yeah.
and but Guild
I
Wars
should-
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should get a wireless keyboard and mouse and make sure you're playing Guild Wars 2 instead of.
I would.
Wow.
Well, the thing is that it just won't run on this, and I wanted to play it, and I figured I got this weekend, like the whole weekend, because Lauren's at Midwest Horse Fair, so I was like,
Yeah.
I had the whole weekend to myself. I'm just going to poop sock it, play World of Warcraft.
Oops.
If you don't know what poop sock is, look it up. It's a terrible, terrible term.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really worried, because Eric had issues with his video card, because he bought a 970 a couple months ago, and boy, did it not work. It just, his motherboard would not recognize it.
Weird.
And it was really bad because I just felt awful for him, because I was like, oh, it's super easy, you won't have any trouble. And of course he wasn't even able to get his graphics card installed. And it was really easy, and it did make it so he said the next time he gets a computer he's going to build it himself.
Yeah. Awesome.
You know, it's just so easy.
Yeah.
But I think he's like, I was looking at his CPU, and he's got this is boring computer talk again. He has an i7 3700K.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
when
like,
you can overclock.
yeah,
a
it's
ton.
like the 8th fastest one they've made, and it's like
Yeah.
4 years old, and you can overclock it to hell.
Yeah.
So I was like, and he's got a water cooler in there, I think. So it's
Ooh,
like, dude,
Nice.
you're set. All you need is a new video card. Your computer should be fast enough for the next 2 or 3 years still, because you future-proofed. Better than I did, apparently. I didn't get an overclockable card, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing back then when I picked out cards.
I did, and
What do you
there's
have
a lot
in
of people
yours?
I have an i5 2500K.
Ah, you're
which
that
a
guy.
lot of people still swear by.
Ton of people have that thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's starting
great.
it's starting to get towards the end of its life, though.
It's a
I
little
think.
long in the tooth now. Yeah, it's approaching that.
Yeah, I wish I would have just went for the overclockable card.
Mm-hmm.
I got a water cooler as well for no reason, without an overclockable card. So
Yeah.
I don't know
was
why
gonna
I did
say
that.
would, if I could afford it.
But I think again, because I had CyberPower PC make this. I think they had a deal where you got a water cooler for free. So I was like, fuck. Why not? I mean,
why
even
not?
if you don't need it for an overclockable computer, it's it's cleaner than a fan. You know what I mean? It's
Quieter.
It's quieter, yeah. And I was like, might as well. It's actually nice because it takes up way less case space because the water cooler goes to a fan that just sits on the back bracket rather than like being a giant fan in the middle of my case.
Yeah.
Which is what those big fans do. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to picking out a new video card and playing some bigger games.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my gaming weekend mostly. I also bought that Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh yeah, that looked good.
It did look good, and people said it was good, and I was like, I haven't played a platformer in a long time. The graphics looked really good. It looks amazing, actually. And it was only $40. I was like, shit, man. So I bought it. And the last game I played before my video card died, and probably what caused my video card to die, was Warframe. You remember we played Warframe?
Yes.
That game is fucking awesome. Adam?
It's all right.
No. It's different now.
Yeah.
It's much more like Destiny in ways. But Adam, yeah, you should play Warframe. The combat, Adam.
Yeah.
If you want to feel like a ninja, Warframe is the game. I mean, you can double jump. They added, oh my god, the best weapon, Adam, when you start making a new character. Pick the bow. Because you can pick, like, your main weapon. Like, it gives you a choice in the tutorial. Like, what main weapon do you want?
Yeah.
Pick the bow. Because you like, right-click to hold and pull back, and then it powers up to the full shot. When you hit someone with a full shot, it is like... It's like the weapon from Aliens vs. Predator 2, the spear that the Predator shoots.
Yeah.
Where when you hit people with the arrow, they fly across the map and stick into the wall.
Nice.
It is fucking badass, Adam. Like, you're just like running around doing like double jumps and flips and shooting arrows in midair, hitting people, and they fly across the map. Like, that game, just the movement in that game is awesome. It reminded me, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, remember like Saints Row the Third?
Yeah.
Or Saints Row 4? Do you play 4?
Yeah.
Okay, but how about this? How about Crackdown?
Okay. Yeah.
Just the running and jumping ability. In this, it's like you can jump like 40 feet in the air. You feel like a fucking ninja because you're like running around these maps and like running along like ropes above everyone and jumping down and stabbing people, and the combat is just satisfying. I think that's what really sets it apart to me, is that, like, boy, does it feel fun just shooting arrows at people from halfway across the map and watching them explode into body parts and their heads stick to a wall. Like, it is ridiculous. Oh my god. So I got way into Warframe as well last week.
Cool.
I like it. I would definitely recommend trying it out. It's free to play. I dropped some cash into it because I was like, you've won my respect, game. I will drop $5 to buy a new Warframe, which is the classes in the game. There's like 20 or 30. And this was, I think, exactly $5 in real money to unlock this one. I was like, you know what? It's free to play. I read online, everyone said, like, you like stealth gameplay, and you can do stealth gameplay in this, like, single person your way through these giant maps stealthily. you want this class. So I was like, all right, this is like everyone's favorite class, so I'll spend money on that one, level him up. And then my video card died, so I probably would have played a lot more this weekend, but
Yeah.
I was brought back to World of Warcraft. It's just something about that game, Adam.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I can log in and jump on Greymane server, repping Greymane, all you listening, from 2006 or 2005 when I started playing. Greymane, my horde, Tauren Hunter, and jumping on that character, Adam, who's over 10 years old, fucking blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just like looking in the inventory and like seeing stuff that, like, I remember that late night raid in 2006 when we downed Onyxia and I got the heartstring fragment that allowed me to get this bow. Like, Jesus. That was 10 years ago, Adam.
Yep.
And I still have it. I don't know. There's something cool about that.
Yeah.
Being able to go back to a
The
character that you've had.
permanence. Yeah.
It's just all there. They keep everything there. Like, the craziest thing I hear about is when people are like, oh, you know, you have to, like, start over. I'm like, no, they keep everything exactly where you left it so that you're always $15 away from being exactly where you left off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because why not? It doesn't cost that much, you know, I'm sure, to keep all the characters because you're pretty much limited to 10 per server. And it's not like they have more and more people subscribing nowadays, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's my life. Adam, played some more Broforce.
Yeah, I played some more Broforce.
So
Beat it.
You beat it, yeah.
Yes, and
Okay.
also beat it on hard.
Got it. So that's the wanted to come back to beat it on hard.
Yeah.
What
I
is-
also played some of the multiplayer more.
Okay.
There's like a versus mode.
Oh, okay. Is that as fun?
It can be. It's a really fun for a really short time.
Got it.
You know, it's fun. It's fun once just to pop in there and play like 5 or 6 rounds of it, and then stop.
What's the allure of coming back and playing it on hard?
Honestly,
yeah.
we just burned through it really fast.
Oh, you just wanted more.
just wanted more. And in
Okay.
fact, I think we might have even played longer if there was something more.
Okay.
Like it's pretty awesome. I think we're pretty much done with it now as like a main kind of thing because there's, I mean, for the past couple weeks it's been not sure what to do. Broforce.
Yeah, like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Let's watch
Yeah.
Broforce. That's why I'm watching The Office again, the American
Yeah.
one. You're just like, yeah, you know what? Let's watch The Office. I haven't seen it through since I watched it with you, so it'd been probably a couple years. So
Yeah.
we restarted the whole thing.
Cool.
We're getting close to the end of Steve Carell being on the show, though. So
Yeah.
yeah, things go downhill quality wise.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. So Broforce, what does hard make it? Just is it just more enemies? Because you're one hit kill always. So
Yeah, it's always one hit kill. It's more enemies and like tougher enemies earlier kind of thing.
got it. More of the like named enemies, like the big
Not
guns and.
There's not really named enemies, but yeah, just basically harder units. kinda,
Okay,
you know.
got it. More of the
Some-
big machine
yeah.
gun guys. and-
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Got it. That game is fucking fun though. I played a little bit more of
it
that too.
is. Yeah,
you
it
just
really
like
is.
hit like a chain of explosive barrels that like blows up an entire like building full of guys.
Yeah.
Really is satisfying when it happens. And part of what makes it so good is that just like when you die, the restart's instant. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
fuck,
yeah.
all right, let's try that level again. Don't go up. Go to the lower route, you know, like don't-
Right.
Oh, yeah, so that's cool. Awesome.
Totally.
Yeah.
I one of the big things I think that I love about that game, that is kind of done for us now, is unlocking new characters.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a really respectable amount in there. It's hard to complain because they're all unique too. Like all the
Yeah,
characters,
they all have different weapons.
yeah, their weapons are their standard weapons, and their specials are all different and have different kinds of effects. It's really amazing, actually, what they've done with that. But it's one of those things where, okay, we unlocked the last guy. That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that make you want to keep playing it more. Is, we've only got 20 more rescues until we get a new guy.
God,
And who's that gonna be?
I unlocked Mr. Smith Bro or whatever.
Yeah,
The Matrix guy.
Nah, what is he?
Yeah, I know.
He's the Bro
Bro Smith?
Or no, Mr. Anderbro.
Mr. Anderbro.
Yes.
Mr. Anderbro.
Mr. Anderbro.
Yeah.
He's awesome, actually.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
I like the melee guys in that game.
Yeah, they're great.
It's actually nice because a lot of the enemies shoot slowly, so you just gotta like know when to jump to dodge the bullets. And
Sadly, I think the Broad is the worst of them.
the Broad.
Yeah. Oh, maybe you have.
Oh, Blade for melee.
No. It's kind of a spoiler.
Oh,
Do you want to know?
yeah, sure.
Okay, it's the bride from Kill Bill.
Oh yeah. You told me about the bride last week.
Yeah. She's kind of like Blade, except she swings her sword a little bit slower.
Mm-hmm.
And she has more specials, but it's like a dash that does not make you invincible like Broad's does.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Adam. Now, when you talked about what you were doing,
Yes.
something extremely nerdy happened.
Yeah.
Adam, can you tell me about a card game that you played?
Oh, yes. I've kind of gotten... I'm in deep.
Oh my God, Adam! And you talk about my World of Warcraft addiction. You're getting into a scary place.
So...
Because that trading card, you going to any draws? Do any draws at like 2:00?
No.
Where everybody has a card draw?
No.
Oh, you didn't do any of those?
No.
You're going to be there, Adam.
I don't...
There's going to be a day when you're hanging out at the card shop with a bunch of other people opening your packs in front of everyone else so you can all be excited about what you got. That's a thing that happens.
I've never done that.
You're going to.
I used to be into the Star Wars TCG like in middle school or
Oh, that was before I met you, and you never told me about it. Probably why we became friends, because I didn't know you were into this horrible card collecting game world.
I've never had a Pokemon card before.
I have a ton of them.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
I have a ton of them. I never played. I just liked collecting the cards because I liked Pokemon.
Oh, that's great.
And I would just buy a pack because I was like, oh, you can
Possibly
get...
lucrative.
Why? I have really old ones.
Do you have... Yeah, I know. If you have the right Charizard, that shit can be worth, like...
I do have a Charizard, but I don't have the one you're talking about.
Okay. There's one that can be, like... If it's in mint, it's, like, multiple thousands.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
it's not mint, it's, like... It can still be, like, $80. Or
I'll have to look through them. I actually have them
$300.
in like a card sleeve like binder, so they're probably still pretty good quality. I think my cards may be at my parents though, my collectible cards. I really do need to grab those
Yeah.
because they actually might be worth money. I went through my Magic cards that I have.
Yeah.
Nah,
Ah.
I think the one I had that was worth the most was like maybe $1.
Uh-huh.
I was like, not even worth it. I'll just keep these all in the
Right.
pile that they're in. Yeah, I might have to look through those though, because I do have some ancient cards from like the 90s, like 99, 2000. So
it's all started because we were moving stuff from my boyfriend's house to our house here,
yeah,
and
out
he
popped the
brought back-
Pokemon card deck.
Yeah, pretty much a binder of Pokemon cards.
Oh shit!
And he wanted to take some of the ones that he was, that he liked the most because he got like a binder of those.
Yeah.
And then he got looking through them and kind of got nostalgic.
So it's like my World of Warcraft nostalgia that I had this weekend.
Kind of.
I got this video card here that's gotten me through many raids, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, he brought his Pokemon cards and then was looking through them. And then my brother Ryan is like, oh, man, I totally have a bunch of Pokemon cards.
oh shit.
and my stepdad was visiting that weekend, so he had him bring them down.
Yeah.
So, of course, they both had their cards, and then decks were formed.
Oh, boy. And then...
yeah, card battles happened.
Oh, shit.
And I was at first, kind of on the edges. I like Pokemon. I'm still playing through Soul Silver.
Oh, shit, I
slowly.
gotta talk about a game, too, that I got way into.
Soul Silver, and then... Fuck. I'm 7 badges in now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I kind of, was a little curious, so I watched.
Poke curious.
Yeah, I was Poke curious, and it looked pretty fun. And then Ryan had to leave at one point.
Oh
was
shit!
The game unfinished.
You had to step in.
I had to step in.
Older brother taking over,
and I came really close to winning that game, and it felt good, and I wanted to play more. So.
Yeah. How does that game work like Magic? Like, is it similar?
No, not really.
There's no, mana to tap, right?
Right. Well, there's energy, but it's not like tapped. You attach it to the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Until they have enough energy to do the moves.
Yeah, so it's more like Hearthstone in that way.
Yeah.
Where each card requires a power to use it.
Yes.
And then you build up power, and then when you have enough power, you can use the cards.
No, because actually...
Oh, God.
If
speaking of nerdy stuff, here we go.
I know, right? But if you basically just have an energy card...
Okay.
That is just like an elemental energy.
Okay.
Like...
the Poke Life Force.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wait, so there's fire, water, different ones?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's more like Magic in that way.
But kind of, but
because Magic had swamps and plains.
Yeah,
and
but the thing is, those lands generated whatever mana for you.
Yeah.
But in this case, you just attach the energy card to a Pokemon, and it's attached to it forever.
Okay.
So basically, you're slowly charging these Pokemon up.
Okay.
And they have moves that require, this requires a water, and another of it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And this one needs it's like Steam Blast, so it needs a water and a fire, and maybe if it's really good, another colorless that doesn't matter. So once you have all those cards attached to the Pokemon, you can do that attack.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there's trainer cards that you can play that are basically spells that allow you go through your deck and find shit, or card game type stuff.
I've heard those trainer cards are exciting.
They can be.
Adam, you want to get into the lucrative business of going on YouTube and opening decks in front of a webcam?
Oh, dude. I would totally do that.
So many people do that.
Yeah.
Just got to have bomb-ass reactions and, air horns that blast. Yep, literally. Shiny card! Yeah.
Hollow foil.
Yep. You get that set up, Adam. You can get there. You can be up there with vapors, live streaming vaping, which is a thing that exists. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish someone would pay me to smoke.
Grocery haul. I want to start that art exhibit.
He's just typing in a note to the side,
yeah,
for art exhibit.
Yep. I think that's my favorite YouTube video genre, those grocery haul videos.
Just the fact that they exist.
Yeah, well, it's a serious, mommy blogger kind of thing. Where it's I'm just going to post all the groceries I buy every week for my family as a video on YouTube because it's something to do. I think that's pretty cool, honestly. You know what I mean? Because it's something you got to do, but you're making a hobby out of it, put these videos up.
That's true.
But I mean, a lot of it's I bought all of these things because I'm going to make this recipe. Click here to get the recipe. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay.
That seems kind of cool. I know some people gotten way into watching these. I think they have a crossover with some of the ASMR crowd because a lot of the people will be gently crinkling paper and quietly talking about what groceries they bought for the week. So, a little crossover there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what ASMR is, correct?
Oh yeah, I will on occasion listen to the ASMR video.
Do you get that?
Oh yeah.
I don't at all.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's I don't know.
It's nice.
It means I'm half psychic or something.
You're half psychic. You're a half breed.
Yeah,
Half psychic.
a daywalker.
You're a daywalker. Yeah, great. So Pokemon trading card game, fun. I want to talk about another.
Man, I just want to say just
Okay,
to let you
sure.
know how deep I got in.
Did you buy decks yet?
Decks were bought.
Oh fuck, Adam.
Decks were bought.
Oh,
And I realized that when I found out that like
how much money did you spend on decks?
newer Pokemon, like I don't know, less than 50. But,
So my $15 for World of Warcraft seems down, but you spent all this money on. You know, those are
Listen.
physical though; they don't go
okay,
away after a
that's
month.
true, and they can appreciate in value. You know.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
an
was
investment,
Guaranteed.
like those
hollow
those
in each
beanie
one.
babies.
Yeah.
Guaranteed investment.
So
That Princess Diana beanie baby's worth $20,000 now.
yeah, that was like
Yep,
4 decks,
yep.
and that was I like.
So
I
wait,
gave
where
one
do you
of those
buy these?
to Isaiah? Like any big box store.
Oh, and they
Target, Walmart.
guarantee a card in there.
The theme decks will have usually like one pretty good
Got it.
card. at
So you
least,
don't-
guaranteed.
So you went to a store. You didn't like buy these some shady online
Oh no,
dealer
no,
where they
no,
got like
no. That
already
comes
open
next.
packs.
That comes next.
Ah, yes.
When you've got like a couple decks, and you're like, this would be awesome, but I could really use a fucking Arcanine.
Yeah,
Or-
X card X or card Y, and you're like,
yeah,
I could buy it for $20 for that one card.
yeah, or like maybe an EX card.
Yeah, whatever
Those are
that
really
means.
good ones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Street Fighter, like when you do an EX move.
Ah, except for that this costs money, extra money.
As it does, it
All right.
certainly does.
Well, you know what? The nice thing, it is true though that you buy those expensive cards, they're definitely not going to get cheaper.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you'll be able to make your money back if you want to quit.
yeah.
Not
I mean,
not make it back, but
Yeah,
get something
yeah.
back out of it. You know,
It's cool because you can actually see like on
they have the graphs over time.
no, but I mean just I was looking at shit to buy because I'm in it.
Yeah.
And
Do you get a deck box that looks like a Pokedex?
no, I'm thinking about getting a couple deck sets though. But there's the ones for the different expansions, like the different theme decks or whatever, and it's like these current ones cost like 2 decks for $20, and then you go further back in time, it's like, oh, to find new ones of these, it's like you have to pay fucking $35, or if you go way back in time, it's like to find a new theme deck that hasn't been used, $250 or something. It's ridiculous. So yeah.
Charizard First Edition, huh?
That's the one. That's the money one.
I don't know. I feel like that card looks really familiar. Maybe I have it.
Well, if you do, and it's in good condition, could be worth something.
Could be. I feel like I have some of these cards.
Well,
You know what I mean?
might. Ryan does. That was part of the reason we had him brought down. He's got a couple of them that are nice. He does have that Charizard that is not in super great condition, but it's probably like an $80 one or something.
It's not going to sell for $80?
I don't think so. Not at the moment.
Oh my god, I would do that in a second.
Yeah.
Because, like, who the fuck cares? This is probably, honestly, not like an incredible card.
Well, yeah,
in
that's
the
the
game.
thing. Like, when I was looking through decks too, I realized that from the ones that like, I gave a couple of the decks to Isaiah because, like the ones that he has now, there's some okay like trainer cards and stuff that like never go out of style, but like the Pokemon themselves have been getting stronger.
Yeah.
As the expansions come out, like they'll re-release Pokemon, but the newer ones have more health and better moves to do more damage.
Yeah.
So you can't keep using the old ones; you have to buy new ones. Yeah, it's ingenious, and
It does sound ingenious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, Adam, you're gone down this path, huh?
I don't know how far down it all go, but I'm having a lot of fun right now battling Isaiah and Ryan. And
Yeah, I mean, you got a group of people you can play with.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, you know.
Exactly.
Man, I'm just looking up these. There's a card worth $100,000. There's an illustrator card. It's Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
It's, I guess, they only made one?
Yeah, there's a couple crazy ones.
Oh,
like
no,
that.
there's more than one. An ungraded copy of this card can earn over $20,000.
Oh, man.
There's only 6 that exist.
6.
And one belongs to the official Pokemon trading card game blog. So it's out of circulation. Let's see here. Wow, $100,000. Yeah, Japanese promotional card. I guess there's an illustrator, like, just saying, like, here's all the guy who drew all these Pokemon. Here's his name and info. It's like, shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Most expensive. So that Charizard isn't the most expensive. It's just a...
Oh, yeah.
It's just a... It's worth, easily $1,000 if you have a good quality one.
It's the one that is, I think, like...
If there's a bunch of.
Yes, it's, like, worth the most that you might have.
Yes. It's not like some, like, oh, they made 6 of these.
Right. Yeah.
Good luck. But this is like, oh, there's probably thousands, but that's it. Because they're from the first edition of the game, so, there's only so many printed way back when it first started, so. It's from 99, though. That was when I bought my Pokemon cards. So I have to check, because Charizard was my favorite Pokemon. So may have collected it on purpose. I know I have a Charizard card, but I don't know if it's that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and there are like 1,000 different Charizards now. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out Charizard, popular Pokemon.
Yeah, he is.
Giant fire-breathing dragon.
He's got mega evolutions and shit now.
Yeah. All right, I gotta talk about a phone game I played.
All right.
Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble.
What?
I tanted about this last week a little bit. So, it's in the Yokai Watch universe. It's basically Puzzle and Dragons, but with Yokai Watch characters. And rather than doing a match 3, you have like a little like circular like tub of like little bean like facsimiles of each like yokai.
Yeah.
So it's like a little squishy face, and they look like little jelly beans, and you like drag your finger through a line of them to like connect them, and then it makes like them bigger, and then you tap them to like use them. I don't know how to describe this gameplay, but it's like you just have a big old tub of like physics, so like they kind of wobble around with physics as they like slide around, and so you like drag your finger through a bunch of them in a row of the same type, and then it makes a big head, and then you do another one. You can hit like 3 or 4 in a row to make a combo attack. Basically, the idea is that you like face yokai, and you can feed them to make them like you more, and then if you beat them, they have a chance of joining you. It's very similar, I think, to the Yokai Watch actual game in a lot of ways, because you're kind of going around through these stages fighting yokai and then hopefully having them join you. But you level them up, and you can evolve them, and it is a deep, deep game for a phone game. And I've gotten way into it. And I think part of it's just collecting all the yokai.
Yeah.
They're fun. They all got cool names. They look funny.
Oh, man, Hunger Amps is amazing.
I got my favorite, most powerful one, Cut and Cheese. Is the giant butt face guy who farts.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a badass.
I like Jibanyan, man. He's awesome.
Jibanyan Man? Is that the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them. I got cactus version of him. I have a couple different ones.
Yeah, like the white and blue one. That one looks awesome.
I do not, but that's a special one that you can get, I think, this week.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, so they have a lot of cool, like kind of weekly events, and it's really just, I like the gameplay. I like the little drag your finger through a big old set of like these little beans or bubbles or little jelly guys that squish around in a thing, and then I don't know, the physics, it's just like physics. I don't know how to describe it, but you have to look at the way that it works. Like, watch a video of it being played, and you're like, oh, that seems neat. Because there's something satisfying about, like, popping these little bubbles on your screen. And then you level up your guys and get, upgrades and stuff. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm way into it. And you should try it out. It's free, so. I think you'd like it if you like them. I don't know if you play phone games, but...
Not often.
The only thing problem I have with it is that that you set. 1 second, Lauren.
Hey, fucking headphones stop working. I'm sorry.
She's being loud downstairs.
The headphones stopped working and the Roku won't turn off. So.
We're just having trouble. Sounds like you're having trouble too. What's going on in there?
Nothing.
I hear
I was
lots of
throwing candy.
noise.
I was
You're being thrown candy.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we got candy break, television
good.
break.
We're
What do you
good.
got?
I got 100 grand.
Oh, 100 grand. Those are great.
They are.
All right, you won't be able to talk for a while if you eat that. So,
That is probably true.
all right. So I think it's time for John's pad
Oh yeah.
because you won't be able to talk. So,
Perfect
let
timing.
me John's pad. Let me just write down timestamp. I'm a real profesh. How's the 100 grand treating you?
It's good.
All right, I
Not
tanted
gonna
this
lie.
last week. I had a big pad. I had forgotten to bring the pad up when we recorded. John's pad. So I have it now. Oh my god, this is old as shit. 05 April? This is... I got stuff from the 5th and 7th. So I held on to this pad for a while. Adam,
Yeah.
what's your work situation at for bringing food in? Like, do you got fridges, communal fridges and whatnot?
Yeah, we do.
So this is like the number one like workplace like grievance thing. But like, what's the fridge situation like where you work? Good, bad? Do you
I don't
use
use
them?
it.
You don't use it.
Uh-uh.
You don't ever bring food in? Wow, should do that. Save a lot of money.
I go home. I have an hour lunch, so I live like
Oh, and you work so close to home.
yeah.
That's baller. I actually could probably do that too. 'Cause I work like an 8-minute drive away. But I don't because it's too much effort, I think, to come home. But you have like, is your brother home and stuff? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You got some people to hang out with when you're at home for
Indeed.
an hour. Adam, my work fridges are always full. I'm going to read verbatim what I wrote because I think that's more fun. Work fridges always full. Who in the fuck is putting all this loose shit in here? Giant tub of spinach? Question mark? Whole uncooked ravioli? You are allowed one lunchbox sized bag and thermos, and that is it. Fucking criminy. I was trying to put my bag in, and then I'm trying to. So I'm literally like put my lunchbox in, and then just jam it into the fucking fridge. There's no room, and out popped a giant tub of fucking spinach. And I'm talking, like when you go to the store and they have like bags of lettuce and stuff. This is a big tub of spinach that someone bought. I didn't prepare a salad for myself. I prepared all of the ingredients to make a salad so I can craft it here at work and take up, a good like foot of space in the fridge where there's no room to begin with. Like seriously, actually there was an email Friday from like someone who worked, who's like, I guess the like office coordinator or some person, but they were like, we're going to clean out this fridge next week Friday.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely everything will be taken out. And we're gonna eat everything in the fridge basically. So they were like making a party out of it. They're like, we'll just see what's in there and we'll just eat it because it's fucking ridiculous. Because come on, people, it bugs me because every day you get there and you try and jam everything in and you're like, this is not a problem that goes away. I don't know. It's weird. Like when people make food or whatever. Like here's my rule. This is John's rules right now. It's a subset of John's pad. John's rules. Thank you, Adam. We're on the same wavelength there. John's rules. You bring a lunchbox with all of the stuff in the box or bag. If you don't have a bag, if you don't have a box, you got a bag. You get one bag that fits everything. That's it. And a thermos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which may or may not go in the fridge. Because it's a thermos, it should be able to keep temp, but whatever. That's what you get. Because it's ridiculous to have more than that. Because there are so many people here that use these fridges. You get one fucking bag. That's it. Don't store a gallon of milk that you're going to use a tiny bit every single day. It'd be nice if we could live in that world, but there's no room in the fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nice that we could use the work fridge as like half of your personal fridge. But no, you can't just buy deli meat and keep a giant box of it in the fridge. No, make a sandwich at home, bring it in. This is not your fucking personal fridge. God damn it. Anyway, that's it. I fucking hate that. And I have another one.
Okay.
Because it was a big week for the pad.
Yeah.
Okay. This is in response to the brouhaha over the we didn't talk about this, but the expansion to Baldur's Gate. Did you hear about this?
I've heard of the expansion. I did not know there was
The controversy around it?
No, that wasn't aware of the
Okay,
controversy.
there's explicit mention of Gamergate in it, which I thought was a bit much. They believe there's a character who says something about it's about ethics in adventuring. You know, as a witty retort to something. Anyway, this is my regret. And there's a trans character in the game that people were really pissed off about because apparently people hate like stuff in their stuff, which I thought was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
They were like, there was a couple good points, I guess. Someone said, like, the argument was basically like, why would this person announce that they're trans to someone they just met like a minute ago, like in their dialogue? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And someone said, well, yeah, but have you talked to anyone in an NPC in an RPG? They tell your life story in the first 2 seconds of you meeting them. Like, yeah, you're right. But my argument is, and so the lady who wrote this, I don't want to say her name or whatever, who wrote the expansion, she wrote that she was violently opposed to people that disliked it, and that she wants to write as many minorities and underserved groups into everything she writes always, which I think is really bad. Because I think that when you do that type of writing, it's bad. When you're just trying to fit in things, and that was one of the arguments with this character. It was like, well, it's nice that you have this character in here who is just says a couple things and you never see him again. It's like, what was the point of that? You know what I mean? If you're going to make those choices and add these like, you know, minorities, women, gay, lesbian in your games and stuff, they need to be for a reason. Don't just throw it in there to throw it in there. That it makes it bad to me. That's what my argument is about. Adam, I'm going to read you exactly what I wrote, because this is what I wrote when I was thinking about it. One thing I hate, Jon's pad. The rise of internet fanboy, fangirl writing in TV and movies and games. This is why I balked at Joss Whedon initially, as a lot of nerd fiction feels like fan fiction nowadays, and that bothers me. It can be done well, like the aforementioned Joss Whedon stuff and Buffy. And it could be, and Legend of Korra had a lesbian undertone that was very good and well done, and it could be done very poorly. And I think part of the reason I was trying to reason why is kind of the future, as basically what we're seeing now is like third-hand fantasy, basically. You know what I mean? Like George R. R. Martin grew up reading Tolkien. The people that are writing fantasy now grew up reading Martin, who read Tolkien. We're at like a third stage, I think, of fantasy and sci-fi at this point, you know, because you have, you know, if I was writing, I would be like, I read, you know, Jerry Purnell or Larry Niven, you know, these sci-fi authors who wrote, who of course, who of course their influences, you know, go even further back to like Asimov and older, and it's like, you know, it's just a third generation kind of moves on. But I do really, it's bad. This was my argument. I was like, I don't know anything about this game, but bad writing is bad writing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the movie Crash was awful, not because it tried to you know, poke at racial mores or make a statement, but because the only point of the movie was to make a statement. It wasn't a movie on itself. It was a statement, not
Right.
first, and a movie second. And that's what you have to do. Like, I don't know anything about this game expansion, whatever. People can flip out over what they want. If you're flipping out because there's a trans character in the game, you're an idiot. If you're flipping out because you think the trans character in the game is represented poorly, then maybe you have an argument. You know what I mean? Because it just bothers me when people write for other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I really hate. It's like, you can't be someone who is... I'm not saying you have to be transgender to write a transgender character, but good writing comes from personal life experience, you know? Or if not personal to yourself, but secondhand experience. You have a relative, you have a friend that's told you something that you've experienced at least first or secondhand, that makes good writing because it comes from you. It's deep within. And it bothers me when people are just like, I'm just going to write this because I feel like it's buzzworthy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of... there's like, this is going to get hits. This is going to go viral, this moment. It was an issue I had with Orange is the New Black's newest season, is it felt like a lot of it was a lot of moments, but it didn't jumble together into one overall plot to me. It was like, oh, well, let's have this character. People will talk about Ruby Rose, but what was the point of her existence in the show? It was like, is she just the reawakening of the main character's female sexuality? Except for that our other character was already doing that.
No, I think it was more a reality that like she can't really trust anyone.
I guess, and to be fair, the payoff at least made it somewhat worthwhile at the end. Like, because that was badass. The way that Amber Chapman deals with Ruby Rose at the end of that season, which I liked. Like, that was cold fucking hearted, and it was awesome. But the whole season up to that, it was like, it didn't feel like they were building to that. It just felt like that was the conclusion they came up with, and it was cool, but it just didn't feel like it was worth all the build up to me, I guess.
I also wonder,
Piper,
like,
thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I also wonder if...
Thank you, Lauren. Fact checking on the fly.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are your thoughts? I ranted about this a lot.
Oh, I just wonder if they're running out of like life experiences for the actual person, because it's
that's
like, based
true
on somebody's experiences,
and that's what's so good about it, though. Because when you think about it, it's like this person lived this, and these characters are probably not even close to what the real people were like, but there's some facsimile. Like she met a person who's kind of like, Natasha Lyonne's character, who wasn't in season 3, which also disappointed me. Because she was like my favorite character. You know who I'm talking about, right? Natasha
I think so.
The crazy-haired, her like friend who's lesbian, and she's like, "I'm going to Max, never to be seen again." And I was like, "Great, my favorite character is gone." That season had problems. Also, some problems I'm running into with Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt season 2.
I haven't even seen the first season. I saw like 2 episodes, maybe. I never actually finished it.
It's really good. The first season. It's a bit uneven, but it's good. Problem with season 2, Adam, is they went from 22 minutes an episode to 30 minutes an episode.
Yeah.
That's a problem with comedy. Because I think rather than making good 30 minutes, they expanded a 22-minute script to 30 minutes.
Yeah. And
a lot of the episodes drag. The one I just watched, I think it was episode 4, was incredibly funny and good. But the episode before that was really slow. And it was like, I don't know. I think you'd really like it, Adam. For one character, Titus Andromedon.
I've seen some of them already.
He is amazing. And he gets, I think, at least so far, he's gotten a lot more in season 2. So I think the reaction was, this guy's incredible. The actor is hilarious.
Yeah.
And Lauren told me that he originated the Broadway version of A Little Mermaid, Sebastian. So he was the original Sebastian on Broadway.
Nice.
So he's quite the Broadway singer character. Very flamboyant. There's a plot line in the first season, just to tell you a little bit what the show's like, where he wants to get on Broadway and he ends up getting a job working at a singing horror-themed restaurant on Broadway. And he dresses up as a werewolf for that. And then he finds out that he's treated better as a werewolf than he is a black man. That was pretty funny. And he was like, I'm going to live my life as a werewolf. And he walks around New York, and of course everyone's like, oh, you look nice. What a nice costume. You know, of course, versus him being a black man getting accosted or not getting a cab and all sorts of things. It's like, I'm treated better as a werewolf than a black man. And there's one point where he's coming home after spending a whole day and all of his makeup's falling off, and he's like, I'm transforming into a black man, and some people scream and run away. It's really well written. I mean, it's the same 30 Rock, Tina Fey and Robert Carlock. Okay. So a lot of the humor and pacing is very similar, but I love that show. I mean, the plot, and John Hamm's in it.
Oh, great.
That's a spoiler, but not really. It's too late. It was a spoiler because you don't find out. So they were these. Do you know anything about the plot? I could get into it quick.
A little bit.
So these 4 girls kidnapped by a preacher who thought the world was going to end and kept him in a bunker for 15 years. And they come out and they have to experience the world. Kimmy Schmidt is played by, God damn, I can't remember her goddamn name. Ellie Kemper. Thank you, Lauren, again. And she's wants to like make it on her own in New York. You know what I mean? So she meets all these crazy characters and whatnot in New York. But at the end of the first season is the trial. Basically, she has to come back and face her captor and meet everybody again. And you find out the captor was Jon Hamm, and he is fucking hilarious as this ridiculous like preacher, and like he represents himself in court, and he wins over the jury with his like country boy charm. It is fucking stupid. It is so funny though. The first season's great. The second season's been a little bit more uneven, but there's been some really funny stuff too, so definitely worth checking out. Cool. Yeah, so that's like everything I've done, basically. Adam, I want to talk about Inside Out, which you watched.
Yeah.
Did you see it for the first time?
Yeah.
How was that?
It, like all Pixar movies, it was really good. And it was also super sad.
Yeah, so cry factor on that one.
Yeah,
it's up there with Up to me.
I think it's worse than Up.
I mean, like, I will agree with you. I think it is worse than Up because Up front loads the crying.
It does, yeah.
This builds up the emotion through the whole time.
It does.
What's the name of her imaginary friend?
Bing Bong.
Bing Bong. The Bing Bong moment.
Oh, man.
Heartbreaking.
Yes.
I remember seeing that the first time, and I was like, keep it together.
Yeah.
Childhood literally fading before your eyes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. That movie's good. I really liked it.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. So, I think people have seen that one, but I just wanted to get your reaction. For me, I think it's a 5 out of 5. It's definitely top 5 Pixar movies for me. Like,
it's a 5 out of 5. I'm not sure. I like it that much. It's really good.
It's tough to say for like best Pixar movies because like 90% of the Pixar movies are 5 out of 5s.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like they're all pretty amazing. I think
except for Cars and Cars 2.
I think WALL-E may still be my favorite.
WALL-E's my favorite.
I fucking love WALL-E.
Well, God, yeah.
Up is
fucking Pixar.
Good as a movie, but I don't know if it holds up, I guess, as much.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the plot of Up as well. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell you the entire plot of WALL-E right now. Totally. You know what I mean? I've seen Up multiple times. I've seen WALL-E multiple times. I really liked Inside Out. One of the coolest parts was just the inside of the brain that they came up with. Like, just the whole, like, world of imagination that exists that they end up going through is just really cool.
Yeah.
And I really like the message of the movie of, like, sometimes you need to be sad. You know, like, the sadness is good. You know, it makes you a whole person. I liked it. That's when that was such a good movie last summer. I think it won Best Picture or Best Animated Feature as well. So
Amy Poehler's amazing.
She's incredible. All the voice acting is good. Bill Hader, Louis Black is so funny.
Oh yeah.
Mindy Kaling's great. I mean, it's just all good. The lady from The Office, that I can't remember her name. Actually, maybe Phyllis, maybe her real name. Phyllis Smith. Thank you, Lauren, with the fact check. Again, Lauren is on top, on point.
Yeah.
Okay. Shut the fuck up. All right, Adam.
Yeah.
How much time do we got? Not a ton. I think we're running out of stuff to talk about anyway.
Yeah, I think we should.
We got one last thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your Arrested Development.
Yes.
Is Relic Hunter an anime?
No.
What the fuck is Relic Hunter?
Relic Hunter is what Lucy Lawless did after Xena,
Wow.
where she is an Indiana Jones type character.
What? That feels like a fake television show from another television show.
You know what makes it even feel like
That would
more?
be like something someone would be watching in the background of an actual television show.
You know what that actually makes
Yep.
it feel that way for more?
Yep.
Is watching a Chinese bootleg version of it,
Oh God! Wow. Huh?
which has been
Are there
subtitled.
Chinese subtitles?
Probably, but I watched it in English without any subtitles.
Oh my! Why?
But with like you could tell like the DVD was like homemade. Like it had just like regular like Arial like capital bold text.
It was like some iMovie
menus.
shit, like
Yes.
menu. Oh
yes, it was.
God. So why the bootleg? Is this just something not available outside of bootlegs?
This is one of the joys I found in visiting my boyfriend Isaiah's parents' house.
Wow.
We were like eating lunch while we were dog sitting this weekend.
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
And
What kind of dogs? You gotta tell me about the dogs.
oh, it's a dog.
Okay.
It is half black lab, half Weimaraner.
Ooh.
It is a beautiful dog.
Yeah, Weimaraners are like gorgeous.
Yes, it
They're
is
like
gorgeous.
fancy.
It is gorgeous and it is super active.
That's fun.
And, yeah, it is. It is fun. They have a fenced-in yard in the back, and what's also is it's a girl named Luna.
Oh,
named
nice
after
name.
Luna Lovegood. Yeah.
Luna Lovegood.
Yep.
Nice.
And she is super also nice and cuddly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like you get on the couch and then she just hops right up and like jumps in your lap
that,
and wants to be petted.
love it.
Yeah, and then like if you, she is like an attention whore.
Yeah.
Because like if you stop petting, it's like she gives you the look. Like she like turns, gives you the puppy
Get
dog
the
eyes.
fuck back on the shit.
Exactly. And, and she'll be like every once in a while she'll like a little whine like like come on, you know.
That, and how can you say no?
Exactly. How can you say no? And then she also likes to like she'll grab toys off the floor and come up to you and like, come on, let's play. You know?
It's time for play is
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
But Relic Hunter, huh?
Yeah, so we were just like eating lunch, and he's like, "I want you to see this."
I need you to see this.
Yeah.
So this is
It's,
just something that. Oh boy, huh? I just googled that, huh? That's
Yep.
an image. That's an imagery. Wow, that looks really a Jace. That's not even Tia Carrera.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not Lucy Lawless, Tia Carrera.
Oh
bad.
my god. 3 years?
Tia Carrera. Yeah.
University professor and black belt who globed. So they basically were like, "Hey, Laura Croft," right?
Yeah, Lara Croft, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Boy, how did this not? Oh, Tia Carrera, man.
She's even got like a smarmy like arch nemesis who's like a frenemy type thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, they've done jobs in the past together. But, you know, now they're on the outs and he's kind of slimy. And
So this is one of those cult faves.
maybe. I've never heard of it before.
Boy,
last
there is
weekend.
just no information about this thing. Fan site. Go. Oh God, I went to relichunter.ws and it's how to build a website. That doesn't exist anymore. That's kind of fun though. Like you're hunting the relic of this show.
Yeah.
66 episodes.
I'm pretty sure they've got all of them on DVD.
Oh my.
On
How good
Chinese
is it, Adam?
ripoff. The first episode was pretty hilarious and amazing.
Okay.
Also a little long, you know.
Yeah.
Pacing
Well,
not
hour
great
long
on this. Yeah.
dramas are tough.
Yeah, it's an hour-long show. I mean, kind of the same problem with Xena. Like, we tried to watch Xena
Yep.
a while back and watched an episode of it, and it was like,
Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of those shows, though. Like those old shows, where you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's speed it up here, huh? Like,
Yeah. I'll have a fight scene every 15 minutes, and in between that, it's just gonna be like dialogue and shitty jokes.
You know what's fucking great? Stargate SG-1.
Is it?
Stargate's awesome.
Stargate the movie was awesome.
Yeah, well, the TV show's good too.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Not Atlantis, just SG-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't watch Atlantis. It could have been good, but I liked SG-1. I remember watching because it just happened to be on after, like, the show I would watch to go to bed. So sometimes I would catch an episode.
Wasn't it a young David Spader in Stargate who was like the scientist, linguistics guy?
I think you're right. James Spader, but yes, I think you're right.
What did I say?
David Spader.
Oh, pfft.
I mean,
That's
it's David
terrible.
Spade's less popular brother.
Yeah. God, James Spader. Why did I say David?
Wait, Roland Emmerich created Stargate?
Yes, he did.
Dude, Stargate's a fucking great movie.
It really is.
That movie made a lot of money, too. $200 million? It cost $50 to make? Wow. James Spader, Dr. Daniel Jackson. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I want to watch this right now. We're talking about it. I loved Stargate. Kurt Russell? Colonel Jack O'Neill. Oh, man. Who else is in this? Jay Davidson plays Raw.
Isn't Billy... who does?
I think Jay Davidson, the
Isn't
guy,
Billy
the guy
Zane
from
like one of those dudes.
No, but Jay Davidson, who people know from The Crying Game.
I don't, but yeah. Okay.
You know anything about The Crying Game?
I know a little bit about it, but
what is the thing you know about The Crying Game?
isn't it like transgender like girl?
Yes, it is a guy who falls in love with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's an affair. Oh my god. Yeah, it continues to woo her. Yeah, it's like an affair, definitely, or something like that. It's a forbidden love. And then at the end, you find out he's got a wang.
Yeah.
And you get full frontal wang.
Yeah.
In the movie, and so that person is most well known for being that transgender role, and that person plays like the main Ra character in Stargate 2 years later, who's really good in it.
Yeah,
this
totally.
guy, JD, he's a model, more than acting.
Right,
so,
right.
But the movie was in. I don't know. I liked him as Ra. He was very creepy.
Was
Is Billy Zane in it?
that?
I don't know. Yeah, Billy Zane just fits in all these. French Stewart's in it, so you know.
Oh,
He's one of the guys.
Yeah.
Fucking A. No, I don't see him. I don't know, man.
Okay.
There's Digimon Hanzo.
I was probably my brain was probably smashing together Mummy and Stargate.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Digimon. Digimon. That pronunciation guide
Digital
does
Monsters?
That pronunciation guide does not help at all. It's DJIMONHOUNSOU. This is
Honso?
Digimon.
Jimon
A
Honso?
Beninese expatriate. Benin. It's a tiny country in Africa. But he's been in a ton of stuff. He was in Gladiator. He was I think he was the Black Gladiator guy he fought with.
Yeah, he's
in
a
that movie.
big. He's he's
in a ton of shit.
well. Yeah.
He was in. He was in. Oh, maybe not 300, but he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Not 300, but that's another guy.
Oh,
But
okay.
he was in Furious 7.
Yeah,
He's in a ton of shit.
He is.
But he was the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was Korath, the bounty hunter guy who was after him right at the start. He's a cool actor, but he's in it too as like a bodyguard. There's some good stuff in that, man. Richard Kind also in it.
Oh,
Fucking Bing Bong himself.
yeah.
It all comes back.
He's always been.
Fuck.
He's got some kind of an adorable vibe.
Okay,
about him.
Adam-
He seems like a nice guy.
Relic Hunter, though. Mm-hmm. What's it about? So wait, there's flashbacks?
No, it's Indiana Jones.
Okay, but
That's
but
exactly
Tia
what
Carrera.
it is. With Tia Carrera.
I mean, I could watch Tia Carrera on television
And she
forever.
has an attractive male assistant guy.
So it's got Nigel. I'm just looking from an image. There's a guy named Nigel.
Yeah. Nigel is not.
Are you talking
the
about?
guy.
No.
Nigel
Well,
is like her like museum guy or school, head of department.
Tony
or something.
Rosato, Stewie Harper.
No.
I can't be that guy. He's 61
He's
now.
like British.
There's no way that guy's
Yeah,
the guy.
no, Nigel. It's not Nigel. There's another guy.
What is his relationship?
He's
So
her,
Sydney.
her TA.
TA. Okay, that might help.
It's
Placement.
like a grad student who's.
Oh, that's the number of recurring characters. Sorry. Main
He's
characters.
a main character.
Yeah, Nigel Bailey. British teaching assistant and companion.
Oh, okay. I thought Nigel was like the old like museum guy.
Christian Anholt. Let me check the hunkometer. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, all I'll say
Oh wait,
is...
never mind. I'm seeing recent
Shirt off.
photos.
Oh.
I'm seeing some photos from that. Yeah, okay, I get it. He's the one handsome man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so
so it's got everything.
Yeah.
Hey, T. Carrera, what happened, huh?
Wayne's World.
I know, and then this.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
No, she was in something.
She's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of posters of her, I'm sure, exist.
I'm sure.
Oh, man. Anyway, so Relic Hunter, huh?
Yeah.
Is there a game?
Relic Hunter.
I'm seeing a Relic Hunter game.
Oh, there can't be.
It may be a mod someone made for Relic Hunter. Oh no, there is a Relic Hunter game that's recent.
It can't be about the show.
Yeah, it's definitely not about the show. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
There's a game called Relic Hunt on the iPhone.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta stop this tangent.
Yes.
So Relic Hunter, why is it impossible to find?
I think made in Canada.
It was made in Canada. I saw that.
So, as we all know, Canadians.
Oh, you can buy DVDs of this.
Store it. I don't know what.
It's on DVD, maybe. I mean,
Maybe
this
they just didn't want to pay real money for it.
well, this may have only been in existence recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
if it's like something they had around. I mean, DVDs have been around for a while, Adam. Never mind, Adam. This Amazon $50 for the complete series, seasons 1 through 3 bundle. A lot of the reviews are talking about how the quality is terrible on these discs. So this may very well be a bootleg.
It's probably.
The bad rating due to video quality only. Yeah, this is a bootleg. Holy shit. Yeah.
Maybe
so,
that's
yeah.
just Canadian TV.
It is. Are you going to tell me you're going to get into VIP now?
VIP.
Yeah. Action never looks so good.
What?
Do you remember
No.
VIP?
No.
That was Pamela Anderson's spy television show that existed for one season.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay. What
Wasn't
about
aware
She
of that.
T
No.
Natasha Henstridge and
Nah.
She Spies.
Don't know who that is.
One season. There was a mid 2000s or not mid 2000s. When was She Spies? Adam, this is ridiculous.
It
Yeah,
was about,
2002 on NBC. There was like a ridiculous, right here. She Spies is like VIP, Charlie's Angels,
I was gonna
Alias, La Femme Nikita.
Angels.
That like 2002 like era was like we got to have a bunch of sexy ladies fighting crime, being like secret agents, and it was not good television.
Yeah.
Do you want to get the first complete series of The Cape? That's only $8.
I'm good.
Man, NBC has put out some shit.
Yes.
Jesus. The Cape? Sorry.
Yeah.
There's some really bad TV, though, huh? Did you watch
Definitely.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles?
Yes, that was good.
It was good.
It was good.
All right.
I really wish there was more.
It seems good.
It is. Totally is.
Terminator's great. One Tree Hill. I'm just naming stuff that I'm seeing on Amazon right now. But anyway, so you would recommend it as like a campy fun, or is it just too boring?
It can't be fun, but it is also pretty boring. So.
So you could drink and watch this, maybe?
Oh yeah, that'd be
Okay.
excellent.
There you go. You got. It's kind of a fun, like, this is dumb, but I'm having fun because I'm with my friends, getting inebriated in whatever way you feel like.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you have to drink. I'm saying you could do other things.
Indeed.
Like drink liquor instead of beer.
Yeah.
And I'll get you drunk. Liquor get you quicker.
Yeah.
Drunk, that is.
That is true.
That's what they say. That's what I say.
That's
I wanted to talk about Breakthrough Starship. We'll have to talk about it next week.
okay.
So I like talking about space stuff.
And Harry and the Hendersons.
Why? You saw that too?
Yeah.
Jesus, Adam.
I rewatched
You can't drop that on me now.
I know, right? It's a great one.
Wait, no, but I have to write it down or I'll forget. So I'm putting it in the show notes right now, but we're going to end it. Adam, can you tell them about the website and whatnot?
Yes, everybody.
Yep.
Everybody come to 80spodcast.com or
Is that really it?
That's one of them.
Okay.
Or
Oh,
bornintheeighties.net.
yeah, that's the real one.
That's the one you should go to probably.
Yeah.
Um
So Adam bought it.
yeah.
Now it's my turn
And
to spend money.
leave us a note please.
Yeah.
In the comments.
I know we got a lot of people listening. I know superfan TJ will hear this a year from now because he's constantly tweeting the Born in the 80s Twitter account, which exists, of moments in previous episodes, including a 2011 maybe episode where I predicted the Peanuts CG movie that happens.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about like bullshit CG reboots that they were going to do, and I was like, Peanuts, gonna happen. CG happened. I am Hollywood. But anyway, all sorts of fun moments back then. So he'll hear this in 2 years when he gets caught up. I think he's like at episode 80 now, so... Anyway, send us a line. Drop us a comment on the episodes.
Actually, I think somebody did.
Okay.
We should read that next time. We should write that down.
I'm going to write that down in the show notes.
Yes.
So Adam can look it up when he gets a chance.
Indeed.
Put that in. What is it? Fan mail. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you can go to the contact us part of the page, and definitely we will get that. It's emailed to us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you got to tell. You know, it'd be a good thing if anyone wants to talk about it. Let's talk about guilty pleasure TV shows.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Relic Hunter.
Yeah. Or other stuff.
Bad shows
I'm
that
trying
you
to think
like
of
to
other
watch.
bad shows that I like. I'm pretty.
No, you watch enough TV.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some bad shows that you've watched.
I've actually at this point I've cut most of them out. I think.
But I mean, you can talk about something you did watch for a while. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not like super proud of Bones or anything.
well, let's save it for
Watched a
next
lot of
week.
that.
Save it for next
Yeah,
week.
you're right.
I got to think about it though, because I don't really know. Angel, maybe.
Oh no. No.
Man,
Don't
Angel.
even.
I just so much of that show is bad.
No, I like it.
I liked the end of the last season. That was really good. The last season.
The last season is by far the best, but I think a lot of the
there's
rest
a plot
of it's good,
line
too.
of going to that other universe and like the other one. Basically, the stuff post Charisma Carpenter and pre the last season's not super great.
Yes,
Um,
that's good.
and then there's a mid season with Charisma Carpenter that's kind of meh as well. There's like 3 good seasons out of 5, basically. I think it's a good show.
Like that,
I can't say it's bad. I just could say that it had its ups and downs. Anyway, all right, we got to end it because it is late and it's a Sunday night. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.
Oh, God, where is it? Ah! This Adam eating pineapple.
You, I think you like olives because they taste like salty tears.
I fucking love
of
salt.
people.
Would you say salty tears of people? I mean, yes. I actually prefer them when they're stored in tears. It's an option. You got oil, olive oil, water, tears, and tears of a gypsy. Huh?
That's what all tastes like.
Yeah, tears of a gypsy.
Yeah, tears of a gypsy. Not a
like.
fan.
Okay. So did you see my notes?
No.
Good, cause. Whoof.
Oof.
I said whoof.
Oof.
What?
Find my phone.
Oh yeah. What did you play anything? What do you have to talk about? I can write it down. All right. Adam's Anime Corner.
Oh god, I completely forgot about that.
All right. We can postpone it for another week if you want.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, postpone. Retant. Got it. It's all right. All right, I think we got a lot then.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's like any news. Is there any gaming news that was big? Not really. All right, are you in position or did you unposition yourself?
Oh, I unpositioned.
Okay, because you got way quieter.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for my phone.
No, no problem. You don't need it.
I want to check the drive and see.
You don't want to see what I have written down because I don't want you to see it.
Why?
I don't want you to see what I've been up to all weekend.
Oh. Do you really not want me to look, or?
No, you can.
Oh.
I just don't. I guess I'm embarrassed about myself.
Yeah?
You know, what I've done to myself,
Oh, okay.
gaming-wise.
Is it Mitomo?
No.
Oh.
I've fallen back on old bad habits.
Oh no. You haven't. No.
Why did I do it? I can explain.
I'm looking at the notes here in a second.
No.
It's loading.
And we delete it out.
No. Ah!
No, I deleted it out.
It's gone!
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's World of Warcraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh god!
You know me too well.
Ah!
Alright. It's fine.
You're chasing the dragon again, literally.
I know. I know. Literally. On a dragon that I unlocked.
Exactly.
Alright, let's get into it.
Alright.
Welcome to Born in the 80s episode... Oh god. One more time. I think it's 212, but I just want to double check.
Okay.
WordPress. I titled this session 212, but... Yeah, okay, it is. Alright.